Hi, I'm Kanika and I'm a business owner here in Dubai. We all have this inherent urge to help people. It starts with maybe helping our family and our friends. We kind of go through life wanting to be of service to others. There's so many people that have this as like a primal urge, and I am one such. But I think I was actually talking to a lot of the people here, and this isn't the first, kind of self-development course that we've tried. And each time we feel like we're getting closer to the answer, but what are we actually looking for, and what is the answer, that elusive word? And I think this week we all found it. So let me explain. I think that, we all want to be our best selves, and we want to live our best lives, and we want to help other people reach their potential. And this is a pretty foolproof, fail-safe way of making sure you get to do all of that and more beyond your wildest dreams in a matter of minutes. So it really kind of is a massive paradigm shift, because we've grown up thinking that improvement of any sort needs to be effortful, and it will take time, and there's blood and sweat and tears. And while there have been a fair amount of tears, mostly of relief and joy this week, it's been so effortless. And we've seen the most incredible transformations up on stage every day with Marisa, but then we've had our own personal transformations as in ourselves, and then also the ones that we've been able to help other people reach every single day. And I mean, I'm still a beginner, so who's to tell what happens next? It's literally the sky is the limit. My mom was diagnosed with brain cancer, and the thing about brain cancer is that by the time you reach a diagnosis, it's already stage 3, because it doesn't really have symptoms as such, apart from occasional headaches. And while she got sicker and sicker, unfortunately, her kind of brain cancer was pretty much a death sentence, or so we were told at the time. But again, this is before I discovered RTT, so I took it as gospel. And I watched, how the brain, so I became really interested in the inner workings of the brain. And I had kind of an academic curiosity for what this disease was doing to my beloved mom. And so I think I became interested in the brain and neuroplasticity, which is a concept that I learned only because of that cancer. And it really started changing my life. And I realized that so much that we take as given, as the people that we are, this is our destiny. And then you think, wait a minute, you just, what Carl Jung said, I think he said something along the lines of, there's all these thoughts that are racing through your subconscious, and then you call it destiny. And I think there's this pattern that needs to break, and RTT is the perfect way to get you there. So I think saying that we don't have the time for RTT is really quite funny, because this is pretty much the most rapid way of changing yourself that you could possibly come up with. So even if you're a super busy mom of 3 or a single mom of 2, as I am, whatever your backstory is, you certainly have a few minutes with, and then you get like an incredible dividend at the end of it. So it's never about the time. But I can't imagine other reservations in the sense that, what's this hypnosis? That feels a bit scary. And what if I'm, what I'm going to lose control if I'm under the influence of a hypnotist? But just so you know, you're always the one in control. You're actually the one healing yourself. You just need somebody who's trained in order to be able to guide you there. But you're never, going to cluck like a chicken or whatever it is that people think. It's about you accessing your own subconscious awareness through just relaxing your nervous system. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So here would be my elevator pitch. Whatever your job is, whatever, I would sort of make that easy conversation, like what do you do and all of that. But finally, what I'd like to say is, whatever you want to change, I've got the solution. Whatever problem you have, I've got the solution. Whatever you want to upgrade, I've got the solution. I mean, it sounds arrogant, but this is really the technique that works. And even as a beginner, I feel so confident in my abilities to be able to grapple with this material, because I trust the tools. They are idiot proof.